Let's move on to our next topic, guys. Our next topic is brought to us by a new sponsor on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. It is the Buckeye State Credit Union. If you're unfamiliar with them, let me introduce you to the financial friend you didn't know you needed until right now. Buckeye State Credit Union is a local brand that offers a wide range of products from savings accounts to mortgages and auto loans. They have some of the lowest rates around and are committed to serving Northeast Ohio. The Cleveland location is in Shaker Heights, but there are 5 brick-and-mortar locations across the state. Basically, Buckeye State Credit Union is here to make your life easier. They make banking more convenient, always putting the customer first, so you leave feeling cared for, valued, and respected. At Buckeye State Credit Union, their core values are what set them apart. Connect, simplify, and adapt. These values make Buckeye State Credit Union the right choice for you. For more information, head to buckeyecu.com for more info. Buckeye State Credit Union, your money simplified. Guys, we haven't had an update on Nick Chubb lately, and Nick Chubb is not one to post often on social media, but yesterday he did take to Instagram and posted this, a picture of Nick Chubb walking out of the gym with the message, quote, "They already wrote my ending when I'm just getting started." He went on to later in the day, Steve, keep tagboard full, post this, a video of him squatting 500-plus pounds, which if this will play.
5,000 for a second.
Might as well be.
Over 500 pounds. So
yeah.
Nick Chubb back in the gym, squatting close to 600 pounds. I don't know why this keeps pausing. Nick Chubb on his Instagram.
But what's with the hashtag Browns have yet to re-sign him? Who did that?
Mac, who I took this from on Twitter.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't Nick Chubb.
No. This is just a picture of Nick Chubb squatting. I don't know why social news desks keep pausing, because no social news desk sucks. It's an abomination to society. I can't believe this is our system.
Nobody.
So that
what
is what
percentage
it
of
is.
our audience knows what the hell you're talking about?
Every time this freezes, just know it's not us. It is a crappy system
All
that we
right.
now use.
Well, go back
but
to
Nick Chubb being back, does this Instagram post mean anything with the caption, "They already wrote my
What do you mean
ending
being
when
back?
I'm just
I don't
getting
understand
started."
what do you mean?
Does this mean he's on his way to potentially re-signing with the Browns here, Bull?
Why would that? I don't see how that.
He doesn't post on social media.
If anything, that would make me believe he's definitely gone, not coming back. If he said, just bring that up one more time, because I want to read that one more time. I'm trying to figure out why somebody. I want him to come back. Obviously, I don't know what he's got left in the tank, but they already wrote my ending when I'm just getting started. To me, that says kind of like the Browns have forgotten about me, or they think I'm done. I'm just getting started. I don't see how that's a.
You know what's crazy? It's
what?
When I read it.
Yeah.
When I read it yesterday, I didn't think about that part of it.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about just like general.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about more like
everybody.
us, like the media.
Yeah, like everybody saying like I'm done. Like I didn't think he
maybe.
was,
Yeah, I don't know.
See, that the thing is, this is that season where everything that comes out, everybody automatically always assume that he's talking about the former.
But there's certainly.
But I get why you say that, though.
Right, but even if I'm wrong and it's just like a general thing about whatever, it certainly is no indication that he's coming back to the Browns. I don't
he
know why.
won't know what he don't know what's going to happen with him until after the draft.
Right.
Like he won't know because teams are going to want some running back in the draft, and they're probably not going to get him, and then he'll become a valuable option.
Who would you want in your squad, Jerome Ford or Nick Chubb?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
As it stands.
Like after he just squatted that 575 or whatever it was.
Jerome Ford.
All right, well, that's the wrong answer. Out of no circumstances.
Jerome Ford.
You know what I like?
What are you talking about?
You know what I love? I love motivated players. I love motivated people. I like having leverage on a lot of stuff because I feel like once you have leverage and you can motivate people in the right way, you're going to get some results. The most dangerous thing in the world is underestimating how much Nick Chubb has left in the tank and him actually touching that field for somebody else. I'm going to let you know something right now. People saying that Nick Chubb are done are the same people that I tried to warn time after time after time after time. He's Adrian Peterson. He's going to come back and get 1,000 yards. I'm saying I'm the Duke and knee jerk. But what I do know more than neck and backs is knees. I told you he was not going to be ready to come back next year, but you people was thinking he was going to be the savior for Deshaun Watson's debacle. listen, we'll just concentrate on Nick being great, and he'll get 1,000 yards, and we'll be back, and we won't have to see Deshaun anymore. We'll just run. No. He was never going to come back and ball. He's going to be healthier this year than he ever was last year. I actually, to be truthful, don't even know how he came back and was doing that little movement, given the fact that the seriousness of his knee injury. To me, I bring him back, and you put him with another young back in that stable, and you transition Nick Chubb to a short yardage type back, give him 10, 11 carries. Listen, we off and moving. What are you talking about?
I don't know. For some odd reason, I just don't see him not being with the Browns this upcoming
It'll
season.
be stupid.
Like, I just don't. I just don't see. He will. I think he will play for Cleveland this year.
I hope so. I've consistently said it.
Like if it pop up on my phone and he signs somewhere else, I'd be kind of shocked.
I didn't like that the Browns let him walk away. And, clearly he wasn't a guy who was going to get signed early. Nobody's giving him a lot of guaranteed money. So there's no reason you couldn't have Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford, and some kid you draft in the third round this year. Why couldn't you have all three?
Listen, I spent a lot of time at Browns facilities, obviously the stadium. It's so many murals of this dude up on the wall. I just don't see.
I'm with you, G. I don't think he's finished. And I was someone that you're talking about. I mistakenly thought he would bounce back and be a freak.
No, I didn't.
And I was wrong. But I'm not, and I think you're right. A lot of those people are now writing him off. But I'm not writing him off.
I like that.
I think Nick Chubb still got something left in the tank. Will he ever be a superstar again? That's hard to say. The odds are no. But I think he could. I think he can be at least a better version, in my opinion, of what Kareem Hunt's been the last couple of years.
I love that. For me,
I agree with that.
He could do that, bro. The goal line, short yardage back.
Yeah.
And it's great because he was doing that with Kareem Hunt earlier in his career, and he's never been a back that the Cleveland Browns wanted to give 30 or 40 carries to. They've always been judicious in the way they give him his carries.
Right.
But for me, I look at it like this, man. If I'm an organization, there's certain things that I'm going to do just on principles. If the Miami Heat could keep Udonis Haslem on the roster until he was 97, if the Cavs could put Tristan Thompson on the roster, if the Browns went out there and not only gave Conklin a new deal, they gave Teller money, they gave Joe Bitonio money to come back. You gotta have this. If it was me and my organization, he's not even asking for that much money. And if you came to Nick Chubb with man to man and say, "Listen, we got it in the budget like that," but this is how we feel about you being on the roster. This is what we got for you.
Yeah.
And we don't want to see you in no other uniform. And I'll tell you what Nick Chubb will say, let's do it.
You know why I think I'm confident. I'm kind of confident that he'll be back. Because if you think about last season, it really wasn't fair. It wasn't a fair assessment of him because of multiple reasons. One, he was just coming back from the injury. But two, they changed the entire offense. Why would you not have the most successful running back you've had in your scheme? Why would you not have him around to at least teach the rest of the people how to be successful in your scheme that you are going back to this season? So why would you not have him there? It just doesn't make sense to me.
And on a team that lacks winners, on a team that lacks leadership,
That's the same reason they brought Joe Flacco back.
Yeah, a team that lacks professionals. Who better to learn from if you're going to draft a running back fairly high this year than Nick Chubb? I mean, who better?
I just don't see I know people. Everybody has their mixed emotion about some of the stuff the Browns do. This I just don't see it now.
Yeah. You're right. He's not getting a ton of guaranteed money.
They can't fumble this.
He knows he's not going to get a ton of guaranteed money. Give him a bunch of incentives if he ends up being better than you think he's going to be. Okay, well, give him $2.5-3 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Let's play ball.
And at the end of the day, if you're going to keep 3 running backs, you're going to draft a young thoroughbred. That's one. Cool.
Yeah.
You need another.
Do we literally only have Jerome Ford as a running back right
and
now?
Pierre Strong. So you bring back Chubb.
So we got 2 running backs on the roster right now.
So you telling me.
1 quarterback, 2 running backs. This is unbelievable.
You telling me.
Oh, no, we got 2 quarterbacks now.
Yeah. So the guys don't pay Nick Chubb. He's done. He's washed. You telling me. Tyvis said he'll take Jerome Ford. Okay.
I would. Jerome Ford got the home run hitting the building.
We use him as a third down back. But you telling me that even if you draft a guy, you telling me that you like Pierre Strong better than Nick Chubb?
No.
That's a no-brainer. So
Yeah.
running back just gonna keep
And
with
Pierre Strong, to me,
You gotta short-
Pierre Strong
That's wild.
has a ball security problem.
Yeah, and again, you're spending no money at the position. Jerome
None.
Ford's making minimal money. The rookie you draft's going to make no money.
Pierre
and you're gonna
Strong's
pay
making minimal money.
he'd be gone probably.
yeah,
You just cut him, but
Nah, you keep him around practice squad guy.
yeah, you got to bring Nick Chubb back. Come on, we're
not
feeling
that
good
simple.
about Joe Flacco.
I just don't see them not doing it. I just really don't. It's just,
I
just
can't
don't
believe,
see it.
guys, and I guess you're not going to be surprised by this, but like Saturday, I had to go out to the Little League field. Me and all the other coaches, we were working on the field because there'd been so much rain. I had 15 of the 20 guys there. Hey, Bull, Joe Flacco. They were everybody was losing their minds about Joe Flacco.
Bull.
People were so excited.
Somebody has got to the Haslam's. I don't know who's in their place. Somebody, they got a new PR team or something.
Yeah.
Some dude is in there. Like really putting together a plan. Look at what they've done to rehabilitate themselves. Now, mind you, we started off the off season with Myles Garrett leaving, right? Somehow they fixed that. I don't know how. They got him back inside.
$40 million.
Here you go. So he's like, let's throw some money out there. He'll be fine. Then the PR guy comes in and says, listen, here's what we're going to do. Hey, just put that statement and put the nail in the coffin with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
They already know it. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
They'll appreciate you. You know how many people came up? You know, I appreciate what the Haslam's did and just coming out and saying it was a mistake. He say, now what you do?
Go ahead and put that nail on the coffin.
It's like, go ahead, get Joe on the phone. Let Joe, we done with that. We made a mistake.
Yeah.
Come on back. They brought Joe Flacco back. And you know what they did? And they that's what I call playing to the base right there. They got all them cool points. They said it like Joe Flacco was like 5 years old. It was Joe Flacco for the Ravens.
He's 43 years old.
But people love Joe Flacco. It gives you an opportunity to hope, opportunity to think. And he played well when he was here. And now all you got to do is bring back Nick Chubb.
Oh my God.
And your rehab, your image problem goes away.
You know what they should do? They should, the day before the draft, re-sign Nick Chubb. Next Wednesday, they should re-sign Nick Chubb, and fans are already feeling good. You'll be high as a kite going into the draft. You will be floating out in space.
And add one to that.
All of this is.
How about because running backs often get incentive-based deals?
Yeah.
And a lot of times the number that gets floated out originally is not the real number they're paying.
Sure.
Because the agent puts out the potential total. What if they sign Nick Chubb to like a 1 year, $23 million deal? But it's 1.1 in base salary, and if he runs for 7,000 yards, he gets the 23, and it would show the good faith and the goodwill to Nick Chubb.
I think it's getting a little crazy with 23, but like that he can make 14, 15.
But if
he has a magnificent season.
in a small print,
But you get what I'm saying, though.
in that small print, it says this is the Bobby Bonilla deal.
Yeah,
$1
right.
million a year for life.
That's right. They should do that. Jimmy's got plenty of money to dish that out.
Spread that out.
All this is hiding. It's trying to get your attention off of it.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Because
but
your owner has already come out and said it's going to take a year or two.
Oh yeah.
So if that's going to be the case, let me at least bring some guys in here that people love.
Yep.
And they'll come to the game and see.
But they don't want you to talk no politics down
Yeah, I'm just saying.
This is one of the best political moves and reaches I've seen in my life. And then you're going to give us Travis. I was over here with my knees shaking because of Travis Hunter. So you draft Travis Hunter and don't let one of these Ohio State running backs or Will Howard end up on his roster. Them people is going to be in the streets having church service.
Yeah.
No, I see something the other day that said if they take Travis Hunter and then if Emeka falls to 33, change in the room with having Judy, Emeka, and Travis Hunter at the wide receiver position. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Browns have a chance to get some legitimate young talent on this roster coming out of the 2025 draft, which is something we haven't been able to say
ever
since this show started.
Well, they've had a chance every year. They've blown it. So hopefully this year they won't.